नटराज यूथ कल्चरल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन वालों कौंसलेट जनरल ऑफ इंडिया इन टोरंटो के सहयोग नाल हर साल की तरह महात्मा गांधी का 152वां जन्मदिन मनाया गया। इस मौके कौंसल जनरल श्रीमती अपूर्वा श्रीवास्तव और भारतीय हाई कमिश्नर श्री अजय बिसारिया ने विशेष तौर पर शिरकत की। श्री अजय बिसारिया ने अपने भाषण दौरान महात्मा गांधी के जीवन बारे चानना पाया तो उन्होंने द्वारा दर्शाए रास्ते से चलने लिए प्रेरित किया। इस मौके कल्चरल प्रोग्राम का भी आए लोगों ने खूब आनंद लिया। पेश है टोरंटो तो चमकौर सिंह माशिके की खास report.
And we still remember him, and not just the generations that are older, but even the younger generation. And that is because the message itself, the message of the life that Gandhiji lived, is a relevant one. And much of it is enduring. It's both in terms of the values he represented, the legacy he left, and also in terms of the instruments he gave us of truth, non-violence, and peaceful protest. So this is a legacy that has endured. This is a message that has been so global. Gandhiji's life meant a lot to India because of the independence he brought to our nation through his peaceful efforts, but also because his life became a message for freedom movements all across the world, and multiple freedom movements across the world have acknowledged and been inspired by Gandhiji's example. He's also left a personal legacy for social transformation and individual transformation in terms of the legacy that he left of meditation, of fasting, and of personal conduct. I was last ambassador in Pakistan and spent 2 years there, and you would be surprised to know that it's a legacy that endures even in Pakistan, because Pakistan has a mixed kind of reaction to Gandhiji's legacy, because anyone who they felt opposed partition opposes Pakistan. But if you examine, and this I told in public in Pakistan several times, if you examine Gandhiji's legacy, his last fast was for a fair deal to Pakistan. And his view was that India should treat this new country as a member of a joint family. If you have a joint family and one member or two members decide to go and settle in a newer house, you should allow them to go. You don't think it's the ideal situation, but you let them go and you let them develop. And that is exactly the way India looks today at the members of the joint family who left in West and East Pakistan, which is Pakistan and Bangladesh, but also defines the way we look at neighbors today, all part of the same human family. And I think this is a hugely enduring legacy of Gandhiji. I'm delighted that wherever I go in Canada, I do find busts of Gandhi or statues of him or memories of him. And today across Canada, there are multiple events celebrating the legacy of a man whose memory and whose legacy deserves to be examined and re-examined for its relevance to us today.
I'm Tushar Unadkat.
How do you spell it?
Tushar Unadkat.
Can you please tell us something about today's event, what we are doing over here?
I'm Tushar Unadkat, one of the members on the advisory board at NICO, Natraj Youth Cultural Organization. We are celebrating once again 152nd birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi at the Vishnu Mandir in Richmond Hill, Ontario. We are excited to launch this event is because we have His Excellency Shri Ajay Bisra, the High Commissioner of India to Canada. We also have the Consul General of India, Toronto, Srimati Apura Srivastava with us. Chintan Bhavsar, who is the president and founder of NICO, has religiously been celebrating Gandhi Jayanti for over a decade now, and it is a great pride and joy to be celebrating peace and non-violence in foreign lands. Canada embraces multiculturalism and supports the diversity, and we are very privileged to be hosting it in the Peace Park. Right here behind me, you can see a tall statue standing of Gandhiji. So, as a customary, we will have the lamp lighting ceremony along with Vaishnava Jana To Tene Kahiye will be live sung by Prabha Subhadra. We also have followed by national anthem of both countries, Canada and India. And besides that, we're going to also have few speeches from the dignitaries who are in attendance. And towards the end, we will do a peace walk around the block. We have beautifully designed the Gandhi cap for each one of them to wear, and an Indian flag proudly be waved by each one of us while we walk the march. Due to the pandemic, we have certain city and provincial restrictions, and hence we are only able to host just under 100 people, which is why you will see that there's a lot of protocol, which is people have to wear their masks and have physical distancing. And because of that, we couldn't, we had a great response. A lot of community members wanted to be part of it because there's a great Gujarati community who is a follower of Gandhism and the philosophy, and at large the South Asian community who wanted to step out, who wanted to be part of this celebration. And also it's about uniting the community. The whole focus and the idea is to encourage the youth. Natraj Youth Cultural Organization, as the title says, is reinforcing these values and the customs in our coming generation. The youth has to be educated and made aware, and the more pride we take and the more we celebrate, the more they would be exposed to it. So it is for the benefit of the South Asian community and the youth. Okay.